Hey guys, Ryan Stileson here with Accelerate Marketing, and I've helped hundreds of businesses boost their revenue and decrease their expenses by implementing AI agents for their business. And today I'm going to help you do the exact same thing. By the end of this video, I will show you exactly how to implement AI agents for your business and what pitfalls to avoid that most businesses commonly experience when developing or implementing an AI agent for their business. We will break this down into three main areas: what AI agents can do for your business, the mistakes to avoid when using AI agents, and number three, the best practices to make AI work for your business. And at the end, I'm going to give you the number one most overlooked strategy for implementing AI agents that almost every business does not implement. Okay, so first, what can AI agents do for your business? They're AI agents that can do almost every aspect of your business. The first step that an AI agent can actually be implemented, it's that inbound phone call. It's answering the phone and to do intake and or customer service. So if somebody calls from a marketing campaign, you can have the AI agent answer the phone and or even respond to message leads. And you can also put that same agent in the form of an embeddable widget on your website, which actually does improve your search engine optimization because it improves the time on site for your website. So that's the first place I would implement an artificial intelligence agent. It's the lowest hanging fruit in my opinion because it plugs a hole or a problem that most businesses have that they don't even know that they have. Because we already know from a Harvard study that was done that talks about the limited lifespan of sales leads. And they found that about 30% of phone calls are not answered. And another 30% of those phone calls that are not answered are never called back. Every business has this issue. So if you just plug that one hole and make sure that you have the AI agent backing up your intake so that every call is answered, you're going to increase your revenue significantly just by doing that one thing. The other thing is that you can actually set up a separate agent or actually use that same agent to respond to inbound customer service issues that might be happening. Some of these customer issues can be very challenging. And if you have an AI agent that's completely neutral and remains neutral, even if somebody is upset or out of sorts, then it's best that the AI agent probably handle that call, because as good as some of these customer service people are, it can wear on you. So that's another really important way, in my opinion, to use a AI agent is in customer service. So once you've got that lead in, the next most important thing is to make sure that you connect your AI agent to your CRM so that when somebody calls, that person is automatically entered into your CRM. It's very important that you do that. A lot of agencies or AI agencies don't do this. And it's important that you have the ability to be able to import that new lead that comes in either via your website from the embed code or the chat widget that you got on your website, or a text lead that comes in from your local service ads, or maybe a phone call that comes in from your Google Business Profile page or a Facebook ad. You want to make sure that that person is immediately added to your list of prospects. Now, the second thing or the third thing that you want to do after the inbound intake and the customer service is I would also then implement an AI agent for any emergency services. If you're a service-based business, like a plumber, those calls can be triaged and connected to a human or to service much more rapidly. So that's another way that I would use the AI agent, okay? Another way to use an AI agent is any sort of seasonal services. For a plumber, for example, winterizing the home, making outbound phone calls, having the AI agent make outbound phone calls to actually remind people of the winterizing of their home and the need to handle that. For an attorney firm, you can have the AI agent follow up, for example, to make sure that the person actually has gone and seen a doctor so that the person actually has a case, and then following up with that person until they do get seen. And then once they are seen, then forwarding that information to the appropriate person in the firm, or maybe to another agent that then takes that information and then progresses that person to the next step, which might even be a case manager or potentially directly to the attorney, okay? Another way to use an AI agent is to implement what we've got, which we've got an outbound AI agent that once the work has been done, once the case has been closed and there's been a favorable outcome, we have the AI agent actually make a phone call to the person saying, hey, thank you for choosing us as a company that you chose to do this work for you. And we just would like to know if you were happy with the services. If the person says yes, then the AI agent says, okay, great. Would you mind if I text you a link to leave us a review? And then if the person says yes, it immediately texts a link while they're on the phone. And it says, did you receive a link? And would you mind leaving the review? There's a link there. You just click on it. And then I've even texted you a suggested review based on the work that we did for you. So those are some ways that we've implemented AI agents on an enterprise level for larger scale businesses. And you can do the same thing for your smaller business as well. So that's what I would recommend. So those are some ways that you can use the AI agents. Okay, some mistakes to avoid when you're using AI agents. Number one, what I would recommend is that you avoid using AI agents for tasks that really need to be done by a human being, which is less and less. The AI agents can really do almost anything. The most important thing that I would do is you want to make sure that you leverage the AI agent in a way that makes it so that it can do its job as effectively as possible. What I would recommend doing is leveraging the AI agent, for example, for voice.
What is the zip code at the location where the oven is?
I'm actually, I don't know the zip code, but I'm located in Kissimmee.
Okay, no problem. Kissimmee is within our service area, so we can definitely send a technician out to take a look at your oven.
You leverage the human beings to answer the phone for the first 20 seconds initially in order to get the agent to understand its role and so that it's trained, so that you're not overwhelming it, and so that you can properly really deal with any of the edge cases that might happen where you need to retrain or reinforce the training of the agent so that it understands how it needs to be doing the job. Okay, so that's one common mistake, is I see people really throwing the agent into the fire right off the bat. Therefore, you can have issues if you get too much volume, but there's ways to actually make sure that you don't overload the agent with too much volume so you can actually deal with any of those edge cases and correct them. Okay, so that's one thing I would definitely look out for. Another mistake that I would definitely avoid is using any sort of AI agent where you have an agent that has a separate phone number that's being used for voice versus messaging, okay? You want the same agent on the embed code on your website that's connected to any message leads that come in and voice. And you also want to be able to be notified immediately when those conversations or those message leads come in through whatever platform it is that they're coming through. And a common mistake is that people don't set up an AI agent where the agent can actually book an appointment, okay? Make your AI agent so that it can actually book an appointment for you, or else it's just not going to be as useful for your practice or for your business. The best practices to make your AI agent work seamlessly with your business is to implement all of the strategies that I just mentioned to you. If you implement those strategies, the AI agent will not only work for you now, it will work for you for years and years and years to come. And you will have control over it and know that you ultimately own the knowledge that's made the agent smarter and better at solving the issues that you're having to deal with in your business that the agents are now solving for you. So I hope that makes sense. Please let us know if you have any questions. I really appreciate you guys hanging in there and listening to this whole thing. Let me know what questions you have, and you can text us at 619-304-5155 if you want to know more information. Again, that's 619-304-5155. And we'd love to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.